Alright, back again. Today we get out the old Kix 91 Supergun control panel, and I figured we could put in this game here, Riot City. So, let's pop this on and play some of that. This here is a pretty good little beat 'em up. A lot of influence here from Final Fight. Although it is not Final Fight, it's not as good as Final Fight, it still is a pretty good beat 'em up. So, we'll give it a shot here. The intro for it is probably going to be left until the end of the game, so let's press start here. And you can see for yourself all the the influence of the game on or from Final Fight here. Basically, you have your three buttons. Two of the buttons are the ones that you use here for the most part. You have your jump, and then you have your punch. So, the background's pretty simple. If you guys wound up watching that video that I put up on, what was it, Crest of Wolf? This is the same game. So. But once again, not a bad beat 'em up. Pretty simplistic though. As far as like any items that you can pick up, these are mostly just points. They really don't do anything special for you. But it is quite comical with some of the the sound effects and things like that. Pretty simplistic though, not super challenging by any means, but yeah, it's not bad. I'm sure some of you have already played this one on MAME, but this is the actual game itself here, so the actual hardware that it's on, so I figured I'd show this off. Once again, this game could have been super awesome if they would have spent just a little bit more time on the backgrounds. The backgrounds are pretty simplistic in the game. They look pretty kind of 8-bit, if that. Something that was kind of made up in paint, you know. But you'll notice there's a lot of different things that you can pick up. Once again, just basically points. But if you're up for some, side-scrolling beat-em-up action, this might be one to give a try. Although if you've already played Final Fight, you're probably going to find this one quite disappointing. Extra life there. By pressing both button 1 and 2, then you can do that super, but it does take away some of your energy, so you gotta be careful. Only probably use it in really tight or difficult situation. Kind of playing here at an angle like usual, but nonetheless, at least you can get a little bit of a look at what the game's like. Don't know how much of this game I'll play here, but just want to give you a little bit of a look at it. I think after this video here, what I'll do is I'll put up a little bit of Final Fight so you can see some of the similarities or some of the differences. Although, many people have already played Final Fight and seen Final Fight, it would be alright to kind of be able to compare them side by side. You know, the punching and sound effects for that aren't all the greatest, but it does pass as a decent beat 'em up. Here's our boss right there. Not a whole lot I can say about the game here. As far as music-wise, it's okay, and gameplay's pretty smooth in the game, for the most part. Alright, there's our first stage cleared. It's got that good, you know, Sega type music to it. Yeah, it makes you feel like you're playing it on the Genesis. But this game is a lot of fun with 2 players. You know, becomes a bit more interesting when you're playing with someone, but nonetheless, you know, just going through it 1 player, it's not too bad. Here's the end screen here when you continue, which looks pretty much like Final Fight, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of a look here at what Riot City looks like for the arcade. And yeah, if you can find one, it's not exactly the most common of games to pick up, but if you can find one, it might be interesting to pick up and have in your collection. If not, it's always available on MAME. But that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. And the intro for this will play after it shows a little gameplay demo, so you can see the intro as well. Yeah.